Welcome to Billy Review Stuff, where I review stuff. Today I'm looking at Spero Toys Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, Ancient Onyx, the Horrid Loot Crate, and also a fun free hammer that Jason from Spero Toys gave me at Toylanta. I picked this all up at Toylanta. If you want an Onyx, they're sold out right now on the Spero Toys website, but they do have a pre-order open on Big Bad Toy Store. $21.99, like $12.99. Hit up a convention, or I'm going to give one of these away in the 1,500 subscriber giveaway, which I'm working on. I'm getting there. I know it's ticking by, but when the video goes up, it'll have all this stuff. I swear. So let's go ahead and get him and this out of the box. So, first thoughts out of the box, and after I heated them up. A cold snap happened down here, so, that's life. But I heated up some water for about a minute, and I dropped them into it. And after that, this thing moves like butter. This thing is crazy articulated. I am regretful that I waited this long to pick up an AWOC figure. It feels good. The plastic, if you watched my last video on Luke Skywalker, this plastic does not feel cheap. And this figure was only $21.99, $22. How is a small independent toy company doing better than Hasbro with making a figure that doesn't feel like trash? This feels good. I love it. Let's go ahead and go into articulation and away from there. Articulation on, let's just call it the AWOC buck, because this is the same as the monkey, cat, all the male ones. It's a ball joint at the head. There is a disc in there to hinge back super far and forward so far. There's a ball joint in the neck right here, which again, like after heating it up, moves so much. It's quite ridiculous. I love it. He has the butterflies, shoulder butterflies that kick back so far. They kick forward. Like look, I could get him to cross his chest. It's insane to me. Rotation at the shoulder, hinges at the shoulder, bicep twist, double elbows. Crazy. Not really standard, but it works well. It feels good, and you can feel like the detents in there. So if he's holding the weapon, which I'm going to get him holding this big ass hammer later, it's not going to droop over time. He has like the standard twist and hinges at the wrist, but then he comes with like a buttload of hands. Quickly, just like open holding hands. I got the fists in there right now. He has his weapon holding hands. With those, there is like, one has an up and down hinge, and the other has the side to side hinge on there, which I think I'm okay with, only because I paid $22 for this, and it gets 4 extra hands. I could pay $25 for a Black Series and get nothing. At the chest, he has the hinge as the main one there, and it has where it clicks and detents and everything in there. The mechanism for holding that is wonderful. He has a ball joint at the pelvis, and it seemed like I can actually pull that up. I don't know if that's like part of the feature there, but like I can get him going a lot once I pull that up down that way. But once I push it back in, I popped his head off. Once I push that back in, it's still the same. It just has where it's like a little bit less. I'll pick up his head in a second because I am running through this here. He's got ball joints at the hips, and those hips don't lie. They can go out really far. He's in all directions here. This is wonderful. The only thing that's limiting him is like a little bit of the skirt, and the fact he does have like a little bit of a sculpted underwear thing going on in there. He has twists at the top of the hips that go all the way around. He has a double knee, which it looks so great to me. He does not have a boot twist. I am okay with this because, one, he doesn't have boots. Two, I like the flow of the sculpt with it. And then he has hinges at his feet. So far back, so far forward, which is an excruciating amount. And then, you know, ankle tilts. It's wonderful. I paid $22 for a more articulated figure than any of the Marvel Spider-Man out there. Because the Marvel Spider-Man can't even get like where they have like a ball joint at the bottom of the pelvis, because they'll have that same kind of hinge there. And they do have like the upper torso articulation. But I think with how this is made, it overcomes that. Even though it is not a Spooderman, he can get some pretty great poses on there. Another thing, he does have a peg hole in the back here for some sort of accessories and things like that. I do not have any that go with that, because even in the armor set, there's nothing that goes in there. But again, like, all this stuff is swappable and everything. I want to quickly go over popping out the hands, because I don't feel like I'm going to break anything popping these out. Pop it off camera so I don't knock my lights off, because like that is a big peg right there, and it's sturdy, it's solid. It doesn't have where it's cut into to allow like space in there. It is straight down peg. Love it. And then let's make sure it's the right hand here. And this is after it's been heated up and it's cooled down some too. And I'm able to do this easy peasy. It has enough, I'm going to say it has enough ribbing on the peg. I regret saying that out loud, to have where like it pops in a couple times. So it is not coming out or falling out. It's in there. But if you have where, again, to take it off camera and pull it out, you can pull it out relatively easy. Guys, I have rheumatoid arthritis. This isn't killing me to pull this apart. That's just the facts. Big ups, Jason. Big ups, Spero Toys. Okay, let's go on to the armor pack and just handling a weapon with this guy. So fully armored, I think the figure is still fantastic. The plastic is pliable enough that you can do all the range of motion you had before, just about, honestly, still, because it's so pliable, which is great. And then you just kind of move it back into place there. It's easy to get on the shoulder harnesses. Just pop off the head and just loop it over and just kind of like overlay it like that. It's all one piece for those. Pop off the hands, put on the shoulder, put on the forearm gauntlets. They're labeled really well. To get the skirt on and the legs, like I said, heat them up, pop them off at the ball joint, slide this on, pop them back on, and then heat up the feet, pull them off. It's not that difficult to do it. And I again, like, I like how they look. I like how they sit. The armor pack is something you definitely need to pick up if you have where you buy a blank, or I mean like an ancient, a basic figure, or if you just kind of want to mix up the ones you already have. And these are supposed to fit everything. That's the cool thing about how I'm going to say it, how swappable these parts are, and like how like this universal buck here works. And I think even with the new stuff with like the lizards and things like that, the armor should still have where it fits and everything. So I think that's an awesome selling point. I forgot a size comparison, so here it is. Hiya Toys Kong, Mythic Legion's Kalazir, Doug, Axie Toys Bloodblade Tyrannosaurus, I always want to call him Lord Humongous at this point, Spooderman, a D13 Demon, Veteran William, Patriot Studios Super Sad Chainsaw Man, and a Mythic Legion's Valiant Knight. If you haven't picked up an AWOC figure, pick up one of these like $22 figures. Pick it up, fiddle around with it, and just play around and see if you like it. $22 for a figure this articulated, just to play around with and just see if you like it. It's a drop in the bucket for some of the crap I buy. Let's be real. I've bought some junk in the past year or so. This is not one of those junks. This This is dope. This is dope. But let me know down in the comments what you think. Do you want another couple dozen waves of animals of the Warrior Kingdom? Have you picked up any of the ancients or like basic figures and like messed around with? Is there an animal that you in particular want made into an anthropomorphic monster man? Because I mean, like after messing on Spooderman there, I kind of want a spider guy, even if it's just like a head and like some weird hands and stuff. Because I'd love a spider monster man now. Because this has the articulation for it. But let me know down in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe. I hope this video didn't run on too long because it totally probably did. And I'll see you in the next video. Later.